So, people, Crystal Palace 1, Arsenal 5. Hey, he's reborn, people. Gabriel Jesus, but Jesus is reborn. He's come back to life. We thought he was finished. I said, leave him in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. He's back. We called him Jogger Finito, now Jogger Benito. How long can he keep it going? How many goals is he going to score? How much will this purple patch continue? But listen, it's good to see a striker at Arsenal scoring goals and looking like a striker. Listen, let's talk about today's game. Big victory for Arsenal. Make no mistake, Selhurst Park for a 5:30 kickoff is a difficult place to go. We've seen big teams stumble there before. As soon as the teams came out, I was a bit apprehensive about Havertz in midfield. I'm not going to lie. It's something that we don't like seeing. Partey single pivot, I thought, looked a little bit shaky as well. But it was positive seeing that Eze wasn't playing for Palace. I thought that really gave us a lift. And then the game kicks into gear. We scored the first goal. Gabby Jesus, poacher's goal at the back post. Very good. The form continues. He's on a red Pro Evo. If you know, back in the day, the red arrow pointing up, you're right there with me. 99 shot power, Adriano and all that. He scores. 6 minutes later, we concede. Fantastic finish to equalise. And for me, a very disappointing goal to concede. And I've got to be totally honest with you, people. I blame Saliba for that goal. I saw people online blaming Raya, not for me. Saliba was too casual. It's almost like he's got so much aura that he thinks he doesn't have to block the ball. He thinks his aura is going to block the shot. Doesn't make any attempt to block the shot. Doesn't stick a leg out, do anything. Great finish from Sarr. Sarr had a really good game, actually. People were getting annoyed with David Raya playing out from the back, the one where he gives the ball to Thomas Partey. And I don't like playing under that much pressure, but we have to understand that these managers are encouraging that. They want to break the press. It's high risk, high reward football. So there'll be times that fans will be going crazy about it, but that is what they want to do. That is Pep's style. That's Cruyff's style. That's, what these managers, what Arteta wants to do as well. So I think we have to understand it sometimes. It looks like it's Raya's fault, giving it to Partey under that much pressure, but I actually think they want to play like that. Raya, I thought, was, he's been Mr. Consistent for us this season. Solid once again. I actually don't think our back four were great in the first half. Gabriel, sloppy yellow card, gets turned. Saliba was playing like he'd been at Mbappe's birthday party last night and popped 4 bottles of champagne. Giving the ball away, didn't block the shot. It was a poor first half for Saliba. Lewis Skelly, I thought, was class. 18 years of age. I think we've all thought that Waneri is the young star boy. Skelly might be, not as exciting because we love the attacking players that score goals, but maybe Lewis Skelly will get more game time because of the position that he plays and the fact that we've still got problems at left back. Timber was okay. First half a little bit sloppy on the ball as well. Second half got a lot better. Let's go into midfield. Partey, single pivot, didn't look great. Got a lot better when Declan Rice came on and played next to him. Odegaard had some good moments, some good passes. Still think he can shoot more. Havertz wasn't in the game much in the first half. I don't think that midfield role suits him that well. He's not in the game enough. However, he got an important goal. And, if you look at the movement, Gabriel Jesus hits the post with a header. His movement to react is fantastic. Gabriel Jesus' second goal was fantastic. Vintage Gabby. Where has this guy been? First Premier League goal since January. Where has he been? I'm a striker. I know the dynamics. Confidence, easy to gain. No, easy to lose, hard to gain. I think his confidence was shot. I think the knee injury rocked him. I actually think he put weight on after the knee injury. If you look at him, he came back really stocky, which tends to happen when players get knee injuries. They hit the gym, try and put muscle on. But sometimes you lose that edge and that sharpness. I think Gabby looks sharper. Why has he had so little confidence in front of goal for so long? He looked like he could have scored 4 or 5 today, and he probably should have scored 4 or 5. Should have definitely scored a hat-trick. The one that got pulled back to him from Trossard, 8 yards out, left foot, hits it straight at the keeper. I would have loved to have seen him get a hat-trick. However, 2 goals, man of the match, 5 goals in a week, brilliant week for him. Everything sometimes is bittersweet with Arsenal, because when you see Jesus and Havertz score, you're delighted for them. But also the pessimist as an Arsenal fan tells you that we won't buy a striker in January, because Arteta will get so hyped over this, they won't go into the market. But hey, let's just enjoy the form while it's there. Listen, the downer of the game was obviously Bukayo Saka. He's tweaked his hamstring. Listen, I've tweaked my hamstring before. You can be out for 10, 14 days. You can be out for 4 to 6 weeks. You can be out for 12 weeks. What was worrying was obviously put his arm up straight away to the physio, which would indicate, you know, he was feeling a lot of pain. It wasn't a twinge. Big games coming up in January. Man United, Tottenham, Newcastle. We've just got to hope that this is a small strain and that he's out for a week or two, you know. But we're going to have to find a way to play without Saka. We can't rely on him completely. And this is a time for other people to step up. Speaking of stepping up, I thought Martinelli did better on the right-hand side. He wasn't amazing, but he was better. His cross led to Jesus' header that hit the post. Havertz scored. He then got himself a goal, poacher's goal. And you just wonder with Martinelli, on the left-hand side, it's almost like at times he's got too much to think about. Do I run down the line? Do I cut inside? Do I try and nutmeg them? Do I pass? Do I move, then make a run after playing the pass? On the right, it's Theo Walcott settings. Get the ball, try and knock it past the left-back, outpace him, and whip it in. And he put a lovely ball in for Jesus. And I think at the moment, every Arsenal fan feels in a very positive light about Gabriel Jesus. Can Martinelli put himself in that light? Because at the moment, it looks like it could be him on the right. He looks the most suited to it. The interesting thing is, the most natural right winger that we've got after Saka is Raheem Sterling. Sterling hardly ever plays, was out injured today, and we don't know what's happening with that loan spell. So let's hope that can boost Martinelli's confidence. Trossard had some decent moments, some not so good moments. He's very inconsistent in the game, Trossard. He'll play like a really good pass, then he'll do something really poor. But listen, he didn't do too bad. Didn't do too bad. Gabriel Jesus, anyway, was the main man. 2 goals again. And listen, that'll be a massive boost for his confidence. Ipswich coming up next to a relegation strugglers. And you would like to see him get more goals in that game as well and building up for the rest of the season. So, yeah, very good day at the office for Arsenal. You got to give Mikel Arteta some credit as well. He made the right substitutions at the right moment. The midfield, we were struggling. Havertz and Thomas Partey, that balance with Odegaard at the start of the second half wasn't working. With players like Lerma and Ismail Assar, I thought was very impressive today, driving runs through the middle. So I have to credit Arteta, made good substitutions at the right moments. Was brave enough to stick with Jesus through the middle because I thought he might put him on the left and play Havertz up top. The interesting thing now is, what does he do for the next game? Do you put Declan Rice back in there? Because you don't want a £105 million midfielder on the bench. But also Havertz has just scored, so maybe, you know, it'd be interesting, the dynamics. Hopefully it's a good problem for him to have in terms of attacking players, doing the business, scoring goals, and you can try and get them into the team. But listen, tonight was a great result, 5-1. It doesn't do loads for us in terms of the league table. Liverpool have 2 games in hand, but we've got to keep putting pressure on them by winning games. We need to go on a 5-6 game winning run to apply that type of pressure to Liverpool. And Liverpool is my focus now. A lot of people talking about Man City losing. I'm only looking at Liverpool. That's it. Forget about City. They're out the title race. Although I still expect them to be there or thereabouts. So, listen, great day at the office. Selhurst Park, never an easy place to go. Gabriel Jesus, man of the match. Eddie Nketiah did nothing. And the screen didn't black out today like the Carabao Cup game in midweek. So, well done, Arsenal. Well done, Arteta. Big up Jesus. Long may it continue. Ipswich next. Let's keep going. Take care, everyone. Bless.